out. Like if you have like 3 or
Right.
4 videos, you space them out over the week.
Right. Right.
Where with BeatStars, you can, as long as you're consistent, then, you can bulk upload as long as you're doing it at the same time every week.
Every week. Right. Right. Yeah, because
And so,
people like, I mean, as long as it's consistent, but like if somebody knows you're going to upload 3 beats a week on Monday, they're going to be like, oh, it's Monday, like 3 beats,
yeah, so they'll, it's just like with some of the YouTubers I watch, like DJ Payne
Yeah.
and other people. For some reason I like I like DJ Payne's MEC podcast, because it's like every
Yeah.
Monday
Yeah.
morning
Right.
I wake up and there's the new
And
episode.
that like plays into the psychology of how you are. Probably a lot of people are similar, that like that Monday morning, like set it off kind of vibe. Like it's Monday morning, let's kick it off. Like, and you like to kind of like, I don't know, you know what I mean? There's something about that.
Yeah,
So,
and I think the music God, I can't even say it. The Music Entrepreneurship Club
right.
podcast episodes are really interesting, because they offer a lot of good advice, because you have um, DJ Payne and Dame Ritter, who are who have had success in the industry, like
Yeah, totally.
Damian Ritter, he's he ran like a small label, and DJ Payne has actually gotten placements with some big artists, like Rick Ross, and
Oh, yeah,
um,
yeah, totally.
I think with I'm not sure. I think with Kendrick Lamar, I'm not sure, but either way, he's dealt with major labels, he's dealt with contracts, and so their advice is really good. And yeah, it's that consistency of their episodes being there every Monday morning is why I sign on, and I
Right.
always watch it. And so yeah, and I think um, back to what I was saying before, I think having that consistency of, or having that goal of always making sure you keep to your schedule, makes it realistic. And I think like over the last 6 weeks we've kind of been more successful, well, I'd say, yeah, I guess we've been more
Yeah, I
successful
actually
into
literally
meeting those goals.
I've literally done the same thing you have. It's not an Excel sheet, but just in my calendar, I have every day. It took me a while to organize what the flow chart was going to look like, but
Hmm.
uh, I have it like chunked out into like social media. So I allow slots of, I'm going to work on, this is pertaining to Bumblebee Jamboree mostly, but like I have like certain days that I know that are more important than others that I do my social media on. So I'm like, all right, on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturdays, I'm definitely doing social media work to promote, like if I'm doing my live Facebook event. So like I'll do a video of me playing, and then on Wednesday I'll, like, Andrea does a video, and then, you know what I mean? Like every one of those days I have an hour set for those activities. Meanwhile, I'm trying to post every day anyway, just in my life, you know what I mean? But like on Bumblebee, but those are the times I know I have to do it, and so like that helps a lot. And then I got like, I make beats on certain nights. I know I'm making beats X amount of days on these are the hours. Like I have my day chunked out from about 9 in the morning to like 10 o'clock at night almost every day.
Hey, quick, I don't mean to interrupt you, but it
Okay.
says the Facebook feed is ended. Did you end it, or?
Oh, I didn't end it. Oh, what the hell? No, I don't know why it ended, but I guess it is.
Yeah, just start it back up.
Whoops. I wonder how long did that happen?
Well, it just like I was like kind of just keeping an eye on it on my browser, and then it said this live video has ended.
What the
I
hell,
wonder
dude?
if they only let you go for 8. Oh, it says it's live now, huh?
I just did it. I just started it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wonder what happened. I wonder if
Maybe
it
it was the
times
internet. Oh,
out.
wait, let me check my internet, like my cable. Hold on. No, I'm all good. I'm not even using Wi-Fi, so oh well.
Yeah,
I
me
mean,
neither.
oops. All right, well, whatever. We're back. Oh wait, let me go live. Well, we got it recorded on Zoom, so we can still put it out.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
I can always just repost the video clips.
yeah, yeah, that's fine. All right, well, we're back live on Facebook now.
So yeah, and so I feel like we have a good rhythm going. Of course, that's probably going to be interrupted as soon as
as the baby's born.
as soon as Brooklyn comes. So
Well, I'll still be able to be consistent on like making tracks. So at least like just do what you see what you can do, man. Yeah, again, we got to be flexible. You know what I mean? We got to set goals, and then those goals are going to change when the baby comes. We'll just work around it, and at first it'll probably be hard, but then I think it'll balance out, dude. Pretty like even if it's a year later, you know what I mean, where you're like, oh wow, I'm back to normal, and like I can still find a way to like, you know, at least like throw me a few drum tracks, hit up some social media, because that's the stuff where I need your help on. I can produce like content, but then like the stuff you're doing is like promoting the content, setting the structure.
mm-hmm.
Really, like because that's important for me is like the fact that like you set structure helps me be productive, basically, because it gives me like something that I know I have to do, and then I'm like, oh, I got to set that, I got to meet that goal, and like sometimes it's hard when you're just by yourself to set a goal and then to actually do it and then to feel good about it. You know what I mean? Like if there's nobody else there watching, like it's really hard to be self-motivated. Something I'm used to it. I've been doing this my whole life because I'm a musician. You just have to. But it always helps when somebody else is there helping you set goals and like motivating you, or even just checking in, just being like, oh, where's the beat? And I'm like, oh, that's right. Like I was supposed to make a beat, and then I'll feel like, oh damn, I better go make this beat now, even though like I don't know, sometimes that happens, But
Dude, that could be one of the that could be one of your weekly goals, like because I mean I have certain days where I post to Instagram, and certain days I post to Facebook. Sometimes they might be the same, and then I'll have certain days where I upload the Beat Stars and
right,
SoundClick
right.
and and Audio Mac. I don't know if you heard of Audio Mac. They're just another.
I
They're like
actually have
they're
not.
like another version of not SoundClick, SoundCloud.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah.
But anyway, so yeah. So I mean, if that might be something you'll need to add to your weekly schedule is
Yeah, I could do that, dude. Because
beat
it's
one
not
on
that.
beat
Yeah,
one on Monday, beat two on Thursday or whatever.
if you give me your format, I'll just stick to it because it's not like it takes a ton of time to do some of that stuff. It's just it's about the structure and the consistency. So if you give me your schedule, I'll just try to like work it into mine.
Well, I mean, we have to have 2 beats a week. I usually
Yeah,
post, so I like to have the beats ready on Sunday night because they're going on
right.
BeatStar. I post the BeatStars every Monday morning, right?
So for this week, for example, I got to hit you with 2 more before next Sunday.
Or actually, I need them before Saturday because I do the mixing on the
Ah,
weekend.
so
So maybe
Friday.
maybe I'll just shoot you my schedule, and then that way you can,
Yeah,
it's there for you, or I'll
I
just
think
shoot you a
I'm
certain
probably
schedule.
gonna after we get done here, I did listen to those. Oh, I didn't listen to the mixes you sent, by the way, yet. I will listen to them. But the tracks you sent me, I'm gonna try to do both of those this week, like those references or whatever. I think I can get that done pretty quickly. I kind of get what you're saying. I really agree with focusing on one thing rather than layering and overdoing it. Like I don't I'm not I got to focus on one element and sprinkle around it.
Hmm.
Not that the stuff we've done is bad or shouldn't like that we should never do it, but you're right. Everything I do is sort of the same ilk where it's just like layered up and like it's kind of convoluted. There's not like one thing that takes that is the show that steals the show, right? Like
Hmm.
the guitar riff that just plays the whole time, right? Like or something like that, So um that'll be good. That'll be a good learning process for me to just like emulate some of those beats, I think.
Yeah, and also, one thing I wanted to bring up that is kind of like a new kind of, I guess not a new goal, but
Mm-hmm.
I feel like for improvement on what we already have going, what I've been doing is I've started to get better with the mixing process, and what I'm doing is I'm breaking that. So my goal is to have our mixes sound better and have them louder, more present.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
so I'm
Matters.
taking that goal and I'm breaking that up into small subsets. And so, right, you
Ooh,
know,
nice.
the first thing I wanted to learn is, just how do you get the mix to sound louder?
Okay.
Usually you'll run it through like a limiter, like the L2 or something. you know, and I don't know if you watched that video, but
Oh, I haven't. Oh man, that blew my mind when you just sent the link, and I was like, wow, I didn't even know that. I've been doing it wrong all this time.
yeah, so you know,
Oh, that's awesome.
and then you know what I want to kind of do is kind of reverse engineer, like, okay,
Uh-huh.
I just want to focus on, you know, how you know, how do you just mix the 808s and the snares, right? Not focusing on anything else,
On the
because,
right, not the whole mix, but the right, yeah.
you know, just kind of just focus in on just the 808 and the snare, or even just the 808.
Oh,
And
dude,
so,
I ended again.
I wonder what happened.
Huh.
Well, anyway, yeah, I don't
Anyway,
want to get off track,
yeah.
but you know, it's like, what did you get you get a
I
message?
just saw it, like, just I checked in on it, and so it's just ended. I don't know why.
That's weird. Let me refresh and see what I can see. Oh, see, it shows that it's going for the last 6 minutes.
It's probably there's a lag on it though, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I wonder what's going on. Anyway,
Whatever,
we'll
dude. We'll
figure that
just
out.
let's just post the chop it up and post it.
Yeah, so you know, like the first thing you know, I quit. I didn't spend a lot of time. You know, I just basically learned like, oh, we shouldn't be using the Ultra Maximizer on the mix. We
Right.
should be just running the L2 on it. And that YouTube video, that guy, you know, he breaks down like, you know, he sits there and draws like a visual representation of how that L2 works. Not
I
the
could use,
maximizer.
but
You know,
the
he basically
okay.
says the threshold is basically, you know, like what, you know, what, where it starts to cut, you know, cut things off. And
Right.
then, you know, you want to bring that up to, and he
Oh,
you know,
right.
he uses like negative point, like point 0.3. But anyway, you know, so I learned that. And then, you know, I'm also, you know, just wanting to learn, you know, how do you get the kick and the 808 and the snare right in the mix. And that's kind of as far as I'm going with it
Dude,
for
that's
now.
actually honestly those that'll go a long way with what we do, man, because that's the most those are the most those are the hardest things to mix, other than for me the bass. The bass is the sub bass is always like I just don't have the representation in my studio, basically, you
Mhm.
know. So I always struggle with that. But the bass kick and the snare, you're right, man. Those are the perfect place to start, because if those sound fucking just great, then the keys tucked up, everything just fits underneath it. It makes a huge difference. My
Right.
favorite thing is like when you hear the snare and it's like it cracks, but when you turn it up loud, it never hurts your ear. It like still cracks, but
Hmm.
it never hurts when it's like turned up loud. And I have a problem with that, where I'm like, man, the snare's cracking. But if I turn up the volume, I'm like, like it's harsh, and like so I you know the I kind of learned about the EQing, how you do the what do you call that, the negative EQing, or
Yeah, you got
I
to
forgot what it's
roll
called.
some of the, you got to roll low end and some of the highs off of it to, so it doesn't, so it does.
Yeah, it's just like I always like yeah. Anyway, but
But yeah, I mean, that's kind of what, you know, that's kind of what I started working on, because I feel like, you know, we've gotten our rhythm with our,
mhm.
you know, with with this posting schedule. You know, we've been pretty consistent with cranking out tracks on a regular basis, and so, you know, you know, I want to improve the sound of it, because, you know, it's really heartbreaking to listen to your beat and then hear somebody else's beat, not even, you know, just
Yeah.
on BeatStars or just another upcoming producer, and their mix is louder and more present, and it's
I
like,
know, it's
oh.
just like
So, you know, that's been really pushing me to want to get those mixes
it's
sounding better.
crazy because that's like as much as I think I get it loud, and as much as I try, it's like I always hear other mixes and I'm like, damn, like so much louder, you know. Like it's the illusion of loudness is really what it is, I think. Like
Exactly. And
the
so
yeah.
that's where, you know, and, you know, I found some great videos on compressing the 808,
Mm.
you know, and doing a couple other things. Like this one guy, he runs like two compressors on it.
Oh wow.
He runs the another plugin that basically um, keeps
Huh.
the volume level of the 808 consistent. I forgot what it's called. It's a Waves plugin, I think. Um,
Oh, well, we got it then, hopefully.
no, we don't have it, but I
Oh,
mean,
it's probably in the like the diamond fund, whatever, the next level up.
well, what's great about Waves is that you can just buy a plug. You know, they're
True.
actually only selling them for like $30 each, and then if you
Right,
spend
right.
50, they'll give you a free one.
Yeah,
So
they got some good deals actually when I bought my platinum bundle. was only like 200 something dollars. I was like, what?
You mean the diamond bundle that
What did I buy? I don't even know what I bought.
you bought the diamond bundle, and then
I
I
did,
bought
and
the
I told
platinum
you to
bundle.
buy. Oh,
Cost me another $90. Anyway,
oh,
it's
dude.
okay.
Exactly. You mean
It's
the
okay.
diamond bundle? Hey, that's why I have you to help me, dude. If you had bought it first, we wouldn't have had this problem because you would have known the, you know.
Yeah. So anyway, I
Cool, man.
think I think I just wanted to end there. Like,
Perfect.
it's having realistic goals and breaking them up into weekly goals that are attainable.
Yeah. And also,
Um,
if anybody else has any goals that they or any ideas that they think are good for their goals, they should comment.
yeah, go
Let me
ahead and
know.
comment in the comment section.
Like what
What
works for you, what has worked for you or not has worked, or what hasn't worked, or what have you learned from your journey.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Well, we got another one in the books,
all right, dude.
and we'll see everybody next Sunday. Big Reed and Evan V
Signing out.
signing out. Make sure you subscribe below.
Yes, please.
All right.
All
Until
right,
next time.
guys. Yep. Bye.
Late.